Hi, I am Dhaval Surti. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a specific channel which I have created to share my pharmaceutical industrial experiences. In the series of video which I prepared for how to prepare for the USFDA inspection, regulatory inspection. In this specific video, I will be talking about warehouse. As we know, warehouse is an important component of entire pharmaceutical manufacturing plant. Warehouse is the area where we store our materials. Let it be raw materials, let it be packing material, let it be primary packing material, secondary packing material, labels, cartons, everything. Everything we are storing at the warehouse. So it's an important component, important part of the entire industrial machinery. So what is the aspects which we should be looking at while we prepare for the inspection? Practically we don't have to separately prepare for the inspection, but we have to all time ready so that we may not fail while we have the actual audits or actual inspection. So what are the important factors? Let's have a look. First and foremost is how we receive the material. Material receipt is an important aspect. So while we receive the material from our vendors, first and foremost assurance is that whether it is from the approved vendor or not. So we have to see that whether the material is from the approved vendor. Second part is whether the appropriate condition of the material. So material should be, when we receive it, should be appropriate. There should be no breakage, no damage to the material. If it is broken or damaged, we have to intimate, we have to notify and intimate to the vendor, and we have to quarantine material. We should not use that material. After receipt, we have to see whether the material name is correct, the material description is correct, material storage conditions are provided, it is as per our requirement. We have the material code for that we have to verify. Once it is done, we have to shift the material to the appropriate storage condition. So what is appropriate storage condition? Appropriate storage condition is which is specified by the material manufacturer, and it will be there on the label, it will be there in the specification. So as per the specification, we have to store the material into the warehouse. So after the receipt, the next important part of warehousing is storage. So for the storage purpose, we should have, as per the expectation, as per the requirement, we should have adequate space, adequate temperature, required temperature controls, required lighting control, and required humidity. So some material may require special storage conditions like cold rooms or freezing conditions. Some material have a special requirement with respect to lighting. So some material has to be protected from light, so we have to verify. And some material have a special requirement for the humidity. So appropriately the material should be stored. So in our preparedness, we have to ensure that each and every material is stored as per the specific defined storage conditions. That is second part. I have seen that when we store the material, there are different storage conditions defined by the different regulatory bodies, different pharmacopoeias or different companies from the different vendors. So 20 to 25, not more than 25, between 15 to 25 is a specific storage condition. And when we are storing a material which requires 15 to 25 storage condition in a storage condition between 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, we have to ensure that it remains in between them. Any excursions has to be addressed. We should have a procedure for handling the excursions. So when we store at a specific condition, it is expected in routine life that sometimes we may have excursions, so we should have handling procedure how we will be handling the storage conditions excursions. Some are allowed based on the stability data, some are allowed based on the MKT data. MKT is mean kinetic temperature. You can Google it to know more about it, and I can make video in my upcoming videos for the specific purpose. So that is second part of it. Appropriate storage condition we have to ensure. And when you are storing lot of material in a single room, single warehouse, for example, raw materials. Raw materials are if you have single room, to ensure that each and every material is properly segregated, properly labeled, and properly identified with a location code. So whenever you want to issue the material, you can easily identify it. That location code should be clubbed with the material and item code, so that you don't have to go for identification, go for searching each and every time. There are automated softwares which are available, which can help you to how properly allocate the material location code, properly store them. That is one. For the specific critical materials which require specific storage, for example, storage at -20°, storage in a low light, we have to take extra precaution that we store that material appropriately. Second part about the storage condition is we should have adequate storage for the material which are just received, which we have not tested, so they will go into the quarantine. Second part is release material. So material which are already tested by the laboratory and released for ready for dispensing, we have to store in the release area. We may have some rejects. So rejected material stored should be very separate with lock and key and with limited access. We may have recall, so we should have a separate storage area for the recalled materials, and this all areas should have a access control, so the authorized person can only access this area. Not each and every person can go to area and access this area. With respect to the safety, with respect to the theft material, there are costly materials which can be stolen by. So this is a sort of regulatory requirement or expectation, so each and every storage area should have access control. So this is our storage part of warehousing. Third is testing and release, dispensing. So who should dispense the material? So appropriately this trained person. So trained, qualified and educated person should only act into the dispensing area. So material dispensing should be done by the trained and qualified person only. And specific material may require special dispensing condition. For example, the material which are highly impacted by the humidity, moisture sensitive material, which we can say. If the material is moisture sensitive, we have to have a special available cabinets which can provide you the respective humidity controls. So they are called glow boxes, or any other equipment can also be used which provides you with the adequate humidity. When you have the lighting controls, there should be facility for the low light or yellow light if the material is light sensitive. So for the dispensing part, the same precautions which you are going for the storage, same precaution you have to follow while dispensing of the material. Light sensitive material, moisture sensitive material, heat sensitive material should be dispensed appropriately, and we should have that controls in place. So these are the few important topics in general, I'll say. So you can prepare for your inspection. You can get ready your warehouse for the inspection. Hope this helps you. If you like my channel, if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. I will be very happy to share my knowledge in my upcoming videos. Be with my channel. Thank you very much for your time.